My 18-year-old son, Michael James Bollinger, died by suicide on August 3rd of 2003. And this is where it all began. In the fall of 2004, when our community lost another young life to suicide, I knew in my heart that something needed to happen, and I was ready to help. I approached Marilyn, Michael, and my daughter Shaylee's school counselor and asked that we join forces to educate our community in efforts to stop any future suicides. TEARS, which stands for Together We Educate About the Realities of Suicide, was created with a twofold mission. One of them being to educate our community in hopes of preventing future suicides, and the second was to support those of us that were left behind. In 2016, we became an all-true program, which has allowed us to expand our reach in our region.
TEARS is really about connection. How can we connect people so that they feel supported and feel that they matter in this world? We do this by teaching mental health first aid to our community so that we empower people to watch out for each other. We give presentations to local businesses on suicide warning signs and how to help their employees. And we support suicide survivors through our monthly support group.
As a school counselor, TEARS has continued to support our suicide prevention efforts in the schools through allowing us to provide quality staff training and implementing the best practice and evidence-based programming. The Sources of Strength program is now implemented throughout the school district. Being a strength-based approach, it encourages people to share not only their struggles, but more importantly, what has helped them get through the most difficult times. The wheel reminds us of 8 different places that we can find strength. The idea is simple: to identify and build our strengths before we face adversity. As a school counselor, I appreciate the passion and the commitment that TEARS has demonstrated by supporting and funding suicide prevention efforts in our school. Thank you, TEARS.
Our community supported TEARS 17 years ago when this all began as a grassroots effort to stop suicide in our community. And our community has continued to step up its support of our program through participation in our events and donations, both monetary and through volunteering. And we are so grateful. We want to thank the community for its continued support as we grow our program. For more suicide prevention information and resources, please visit our website.
When I lost Michael to suicide, resources for survivors of suicide were scarce in our region. With TEARS, we've been able to create and sustain our efforts surrounding suicide prevention and education, as well as support for survivors of a suicide loss. We realize there's more to be done. However, we are proud of the work so far that TEARS has accomplished and will continue to grow our efforts moving forward.
Be strong and let your heart take courage. Be strong and let your heart take courage. You will find, you will find. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Be strong and let your heart take courage. You stopped, you looked, and you breathed and you thought, and now you know who you truly are.